Hey, Bobby, Chook, thanks for sitting down with us, Bobby. Today we thought we'd love to sit down with you and just have a bit of a yarn about you and your life and what you meant to rodeo, or what rodeo's meant to you.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'd like to use this to make people aware that the rodeo at Cooter is going ahead, and we all want to thank you for what you've done for it and just hear your story a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
So I thought we'd just start off with, when did you, who got you into rodeo? Like, who were your idols? How old were you?
Well, I started rodeo when I was 14. I won the Brog Ride at Tumor, the novice Brog Ride. And those days you had to have a letter from your mother or father to say that you were 16. So I entered both that and the open Brog Ride. And they accepted me in. So the first horse I did no good on, so I'm in the open Brog Ride. This big horse come out over the top of me. I'm laying down there. I woke up, I'm around the back of the chutes. I said, what am I doing here? They said, we're to drag you out of the road so we get on with the rodeo. And there's a bloke calling me. He said, oh, Bob Holding, horse in chute number 4. I said, what's he for? Oh, you got a rewrite. Oh, all right. So I sort of scrambled on him, half stupid. Went out and all the horses would go up. I had to score, see. So it was my first rodeo, actually.
There you go.
At Tumut there. And that was, I was 14 then, so it must have been 1945, I think.
Yeah, right.
I'm 92 now.
So where did you go to from there? Did you have someone that was your idol and someone that helped you a bit? Or?
No, I just watched.
Yep.
I didn't have any idols at the time. I just watched. I heard of names like Cecil Peterson, Warwick Town, and the Great Cowboys, and Alan Bennett and the fellas all going on. I read a little bit about them because I didn't have much paper to read, but I heard a bit about them. And I thought, I want to be a champion. So I said, well, I just want to be a cowboy. That's about all how I started off. And wherever rodeo come up, I'd either get a taxi to it or bludgeon ride to it to get to it somehow, or walk to it, or go by train.
Yep.
Just as long as I got to rodeo.
So what events would you enter?
Head of the lot. Bronc riding, bareback riding, bulldogging, steer riding, wild cow milking, and wild horse race.
Wild cow milking.
Yeah.
How many rodeos, Bob, would there have been in a year? Like,
we used to do about 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those days in New South Wales, and you just poked up to Queensland and didn't go right up into Queensland, come into Victoria.
Yep.
But those days, there was them 7 events, and plenty. If you didn't, in our world, if you didn't enter at least 3 events, they'd call you a big baby. You know, go on, you big sook, get in among them. So you'd be into a lot of them, but they were hard. They're all green horses, green cattle, and wild cattle.
Yep.
And the rodeo is a lot different now to what was then. It's a pleasure now to be a rodeo cowboy. It was good then, but we didn't know any different.
Because nowadays it's mostly specialised. You're either a bronc rider, a bull rider, or a time event cowboy. Yeah. But back in them days, it was get on whatever was there.
That's what the Americans thought when we went there. We said we entered 3 events. They said, you're crazy. We only work 1 or 2 events. So I had a bareback ride, Brog ride, and bull riding over there. I didn't bulldog over there. He said, you're crazy, you only be one and one. He said, you're good at 1. I said, no, we like to get good at all of them. But they thought it was great. And but same in Australia, most fellas entered the lot.
Yep.
But that's about how it really got going.
So how did you travel back then?
Oh, well, you got a train. If you're going down, say, to Albury or Wagga, you get a train, or you get 3 or 4 blokes and get a cab in Cootamundra, and away we'd go to Tumut and Cooma and all them places. I had a few people just wanted to go
cab?
In a cab?
Yeah.
Well, about 4 or 5 of us in the cab. We had to live the day and night.
Yeah.
And
designated driver.
Yeah.
And then
never thought of that.
Right.
And Doble and all them places out through there, up as far as Warwick. We got a cab there one time. Oh, a little bus it was. Took about 8 or 9 of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only way we get there.
There you go.
But then you get a lift, you hear of somebody going somewhere, you might have to go a couple of days early, so you go.
Yeah, jump into someone else's.
Yeah. But it's always hard to travel, it's so far.
Yeah. What about time? Like, you wouldn't have been sort of worried about time events probably, but in the rough stock days. But how did the time event fellas get their horses then about?
There's no time event horses.
Okay.
What you watched all day, watch the pickup men. You see a good horse come in and pick a horse up, another one come in and shoulder him in. You always went to them after and say, look, can I borrow your horse for the bulldog?
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, really?
That's the only way.
Yeah.
There's no travelling horses.
Yeah.
So I'm at Warwick, and I'd watch these 2 brown horses, all beautiful horses, big horse come in, shoulder. I thought, they're the horses. Went and saw this guy. Yeah, he said, my mate will haze for you. Into the Australian saddle, of course.
Yeah.
Out I go. I dropped down the horse. When I did, he give it to me.
Yeah.
He drove me straight into the ground, broke my wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, snapped it right in half there. Because he never had anybody go down over his shoulder before. He panicked.
Yeah.
So that's the first big smash up I had with them horses. But all the way through, and then Alan Bennett come along quite a few years later, and Vic Goff, a bulldog horse, and Dan and Buddy tried occasionally to get Dan's horse. But they had two of the best, Dan and Buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but you wouldn't really get them, there's too many top blokes on them all the time. So, but I've been on a couple of horses of Dan's, but all the rest of the fellas, you'd have to just take a pickup horse, something. But there's no shooting rink. You just brought the steer or up into the chute and closed your two next gates around on him like this.
The bucket chutes.
The bucket chute gate you back in the bucket chute. There's no barrier, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And the cattle had never been bulldogs.
Yeah.
And they'd have been big, fresh, heavy cattle.
They were bullocks.
Yeah.
That's all a bulldog is, bulldog, all right. But I remember one time at Warwick there, the old guy around, he was a member of Parliament. I can't think of his name. He ran it, and he used to buy each year about 1,000 bullocks off big short-horn, tipped-horn, short-horn bullocks of Austral Downs. And he always bought them, so you have to walk them in on that grass all the way into there, and take about 6 weeks on the Mitchell grass that high. And they'd use them for steer riding and bulldog.
Yep.
So you'd run the steers up, you'd ride them, and the same big bullocks would come up, you'd ride them. And we're there one day, and all these steers went out. Alan Bennett was 16 or 17 stone. He went out with his arms around the bullock's horn, and the bullock just carried him straight across the arena like that and dropped him on the other side. Nobody else could have beast down. So Wally Woods, little fella Wally, come out, got on the steer, he chased him around, and he had 35 seconds to do it.
Yeah.
Round and around, the steer just sort of fell, so he jumped out and won it. Jumped the horse, jumped the steer.
Yep.
Yeah. It's hard to believe just jumping on the pickup horse and going steer
That's
after
all.
just on the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's all you had, there's nothing else.
Yeah. There you go.
But that's about how it got going. The whole of Australia got going that way. But I'll never get Dave Woods. He won the bulldog, and by just steer fell. He jumped off the horse with his hand and time.
Well, there you go.
35 seconds.
Fair enough.
Did you have many bad injuries, Bobby?
Oh, I had a few. Oh, no, I did bad ribs knocked out a couple of times. A couple of broken ribs and broken wrists. A couple of fingers knocked around. No,
Nothing too bad?
no. Nothing kept me away any more than a couple of weeks.
Yep.
But no, everything got going, and you either had to do it. If you didn't like it, get out of it.
Yeah.
It was a sport that you know yourself.
How many competitors back then, Bob? There would have been, in each event would have been.
Well, I've seen 100 bareback riders at Tumbarumba. I've seen 80 bronc rides at Tumbarumba, just Tumbarumba alone.
Yeah.
Now, Tumbarumba, and most of the rodeos those days would always run the bareback the last event. And as it got dark, it was up to the judge. He couldn't see him. You might be 50 to go. Bang, that's the end of the rodeo. Bad luck, you didn't get your money back. You didn't draw up the first 50.
There you
Really?
go.
Because, well, there's no lights or anything. You also had to do something bad.
Yeah.
And so you always make sure you're friendly with the chute boss.
Yeah.
All right, though. Get in early.
No different.
Yeah.
Friendly with the chute boss, and you get up early, and then you're right, away you go. And there'd be might be 50 walk away and nothing at all, just bad luck about it. But I've never seen any roadies, even in Queensland those days, under about, say, 40 in the bareback ride, or 40 or 50 in the steer ride, because those steers odd times you get a little bull, and 50 or 60 in the bronc ride.
What would have been the most, was the bronc riding more popular than the bull ride them days?
Yeah, well, there's no bulls.
Yeah.
We started the first lot of bulls in Coolamundra.
Yeah, right.
First full-scale bull ride run in Coolamundra.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, besides that, you'd get an odd bull for a final. They might have 4 or 5 bulls someone's got out of the paddock, bring them in, they'd jump around a bit, but all the rest would be Hereford steers or shorthorn steers.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even get any Brahmins those days.
Yeah.
And then eventually started being an odd bull in for the finals, and that started getting a good thing. So when we run our big rodeo on the showground, I said to old Ken and the rest of the boat, I said, let's get a lot of bulls. I said, we'll have the first bull ride in Australia. Oh, we can't get enough bulls. So I went and saw Reg Brooker was on Flutter Park. He bet all his shorthorns. I told him, he said, there's 50 young bulls there. He says, 3-year-olds, you can have them. The rodeo. So let him just, the first full-scale bull rides ever run in Australia.
There you go.
What year was that?